Brooke. Welcome back to Ochibawolf Collection, or welcome to the channel if you guys are brand new here. Like this is the first time you've ever stumbled upon a video on my channel. I welcome you to the YouTube. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. We're on YouTube where we do long form content. If you are one of those newbies out there, my name is Brooke. I'm a huge collector, as you can see behind me. I keep hitting this right here. I mainly specialize in Sailor Moon, and today I'm really excited to do a special figure unboxing from the franchise. Here it is in all its glory. This just plain brown box. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't looked at it. We are going to open it up together. First impressions together. There I go, hitting my stuff again. I'd never ever like have a permanent spot where I film in my collection. There is a hair on this box. What is that? I don't even think that's a human or animal hair. It's like one of those clear pieces of plastic. Don't know where that came from, and I'm not even sure if the 4K video is picking that up. Wow, I just got distracted. I'm just basically saying I film all over this collection room, and this is probably not the best spot to film in. Here is the big box. It's not that heavy. It's pretty light. This contains the beautiful Eternal Sailor Moon Figuarts in this. Let's get to it. I don't want to keep you fine folks waiting. Let's slice and dice it. Woo! I am slightly nervous. I don't know how many of these unboxings you guys have watched, or maybe you're just in the Sailor Moon collecting fandom. People who have received theirs are reporting a plethora of problems with this specific figure. This is a premium Bandai product, meaning they will always come in an extra cardboard box. So it's shipped within a box for extra protection. Gonna get on my knees here. So yeah, here is the box. We will see right here that the cardboard box is specific to this figure. The Eternal Sailor Moon, darkness calls to light, light summons darkness. That's really all there is, just this box right here. Now, I do want to say I got mine from a company called Big in Japan, which is a proxy business in Japan. So you order through them, they order through Premium Bandai, and then they ship it to you. So they're like a middleman proxy. I have been ordering from them for many, many years. I love their service. They always pack things very nicely. I've never had any major issues. Now, like I said, I'm a little nervous about this particular figure because so many fans have reported broken parts associated with this figure. Now, it's not the proxy's fault if that happens. It's Bandai. And if you have been watching my videos for a while, or you've been watching other collectors' videos who, you know, buy Bandai figures, there has been some issues over the last couple of years as far as quality goes. A lot of people would say the quality has gone downhill. I did do a video unboxing the last figure at Zero Chouette back here, and this one did come with some flaws as well. So the track record's not looking good for Bandai at all. The box is huge. I think this box is definitely bigger than the last one. They do come wrapped in tissue paper. Because of the fragileness of this figure, I'm gonna be very careful. It already came a long way, you know, from Japan, being banged around on shipping trucks and airplanes and whatnot. So let's just be very careful and not jar it too much. I'm actually gonna push it through. There we go. And we will break down this box. Now, I do tend to keep these boxes. You don't have to. I personally do. I'm one of those crazy collectors that will flatten the boxes and keep them in case I ever have to ship them or something in the future. Here's how she comes, wrapped in tissue paper. This is very standard if you've ever ordered from Premium Bandai or through a proxy. This is how they come. So you get to unwrap it, if you will. You guys, I'm actually a little late opening this up. For those who are new or maybe don't follow me on social media, I have been extraordinarily sick. Like, I didn't think I was ever going to get better type of sick. And so this arrived. Oh my God, the box is gorgeous. Oh my God. This arrived when I was sick, and I was like devastated that I couldn't open it up. when I got it because I wanted to do an unboxing video, my first reactions and everything with you guys. So because I was sick, I had to let this sit for a little over a week now. But oh my gosh, look at this box. It's glorious. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you guys are collectors out there who really love the boxes, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Sometimes I love the boxes more so than the actual figure, and why I used to keep a lot of figures in the boxes for a long time. Look at the bottom. They even designed this Eternal Sailor Moon wings motif at the bottom of the box. You typically wouldn't even see that, but they designed all sides of this box. Oh my god. And then of course, you know, the Geens, we show the silver crystal on the top. It's clear, so it illuminates light from the top so you can see the figure inside. Please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. The lettering on the box is in gold. We have the official logos down here. That's how you can always tell if you are buying an authentically licensed product. Even after this figure is long released, bootlegs could surface. And if you see the Bandai logo, the Tamashii Nations logo, the Toei Animation sticker on the box, you can be assured that it's officially licensed and you're safe. Always look for those logos if you're going to be buying this secondhand many years in the future. This video will always be on YouTube, so just a little helpful tip, because not everybody can afford these figures right as they are released. They do run around $100 each, so they're not cheap. I mean, look how gigantic the box is. Had to get back down a little lower level, but yeah, the box is super beautiful. I love the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos logo on there. It's gorgeous. Just please don't be broken. I'm ready to open her up and see what she looks like. But before we do that, make sure you guys slam that like button if you're enjoying this video. It definitely helps my channel. And double check and make sure if you're subscribed or not. I am just about to hit 20,000 subs, if not already by the time I publish this video. So that's exciting. And I've got giveaways planned for the big 2-0. My regulars know that I always open up my figure boxes from the bottom of the box. It's just something that I have developed over my many years of being a collector, and I've never strayed from it. It's just what I do. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it already shows you how to assemble it when you open her flap at the bottom right there. It's like a drawing diagram showing you how to put her Eternal Tiara into her hands. Ooh, I'm doing a balancing act here. This is actually terrifying me. It's very flimsy. We'll set that down there. Let me put this down nicely. So as you can see, she comes with a lot of layers of plastic for protection. So it's so strange to me that some are arriving broken. You would think that with the level of protection that they have, that they wouldn't arrive broken. We're about to find out. Examining the plastic, it does have tape on it like they normally do, so you will need to use a box cutter to cut that tape. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look how big her Eternal Tiara is. So beautiful. They do have her secured in a portion of plastic right here where her hand is, and it is taped. So you'll need to use a knife or something to cut that tape. It's also at the bottom as well. This one looks like I might just be able just to lift up like that. That's just to hold her arm out, I guess. I'm not sure. I have heard the arm being broken on some, and I have heard the wings being broken on some. So we're about to find out what's going on with mine. This is how she's wrapped up. We're going to be very careful. Oh, especially around those pieces. Her arms look to be intact. The wings look to be intact. There is a piece of plastic back here holding up her very fragile looking back ribbons. Oh my gosh. Holy, she's actually really pretty. You know, every collector, when they first open a figure, they have to just look at it for a couple of minutes. make sure they don't see any defects, paint marks, broken pieces, anything like that. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And also I am noticing like there's a little bit of like little scuffs here and there, and when I just touch my finger to it, it just goes away. If you do see something like that, try to see if you just can't move it away with your finger. Like sometimes there's dust, little bits of particles from the factory in there, and I am noticing there are some flakes that I thought was a defect, but it's not, and it is removable. Her base is incredible. I haven't seen a base like this for the Sailor Moon franchise ever. I mean, besides the crazy Uranus and Neptune one over here, that one was pretty intricate, but the crystals really are fitting for, you know, Sailor Moon Cosmos. It's a very good choice in my opinion. Wow, she looks so good. Now I do want to tell you guys a little bit about the Chouette line. These are called Figuarts Zero Chouette, and this is a line of figures from Bandai that recreate memorable scenes. So they're going to be like they're straight out of the anime in some sort of scene. I do want to get her Eternal Tiara in there. Oh my gosh, it is wrapped up with some tape. Guys, let me know if you've got this figure down there in the comments. How did yours arrive? We are an amazing Sailor Moon community, and we always fill each other in on what everybody gets. It really helps to learn what people are receiving if we talk to each other about it. This is kind of a pain. They really did tape this bottom part of the rod down here way too well, to the point where I cannot remove it with my fingers alone. I have to get a knife involved, and I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to break this. That would ruin my whole month. All right, I cut that tape. Woo! I have the power! I do feel very powerful holding this very tiny, intricate Eternal Tiara. Let's refer to that handy diagram, y'all. Let's do it. It tells you exactly how to put it in. I don't know if that's the greatest example. I think I'd rather refer to the picture on the box. Her left hand holds it up there, so we'll just do that. The difficult part is putting it in her right hand. Her right hand is so close to her skirt. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, her fingers are way too close. Okay, I found out what you have to do. So I'm using my fingernail to open up her fingers. They were just too closed in to hold the rod, and that was my issue. Aha! Eureka! Got it. Boom. Done. Who's the woman? Who's the woman? As a collector, love to put all of the plastic and everything that it came with back in the box, just in case, you know, you have everything. It's just good to have it instead of not having it when you need it. Got it all in there. And now you put it back in the box. Honestly, you guys, I am pretty darn happy with her. The only difficult part I had was putting her Eternal Tiara in her right hand. It was just very hard to get it in there. The top part was very easy. So be very careful when installing that part. At least on mine, her hands were too closed. I had to open them up a bit to fit that bottom part of the rod in, and that literally made me sweat. I thought, you know, her fingers were gonna crack, like the paint were gonna crack, because I was stressing them out by trying to open them up. You know, honestly, looking at this figure, you guys, I'm not mad at it. I know, and I'm very sad and disappointed to hear that some of your guys's out there came broken. That is unacceptable, bottom line, and I hope you guys can somehow get a replacement. It's really hard to get a replacement when you get the Japanese version, because we are dealing with a middle business, a middleman, a middle woman, a middle person, and we're not dealing with Bandai directly like folks who order it in Japan are able to, because Bandai's the retailer, the manufacturer. And, you know, if anybody buys it in Japan, they're able to contact Tamashii Nations and Bandai, and they will send them a replacement. When we get the Japanese versions, we have to deal with the middle person, and that makes it a lot more difficult to get a replacement with. Some proxy companies will refuse to do business with you if you try to make it difficult for them, even though, you know, you're the consumer and you are absolutely valid in wanting to get a replacement. but it's just difficult that way. And with this particular figure, since there have been so many reports of defects and issues, if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, or if you haven't like bought it anywhere from a Japanese source, maybe wait till it comes to your country internationally, because when they do come out internationally later, there's 2 release dates usually for figures like this. They'll come out in Japan first, and then several months later they will come out in your own country. And when that happens, retailers will get them, and since you're buying from a retailer, if there are any defects or any issues, they typically will replace it. And I'm going to use an example like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Hot Topic, Box Lunch. If you buy the international version from those companies here in the United States and you have an issue and you go to them, they're going to fix it. They're going to make sure you either get a replacement or a refund. So with this particular figure, that might be my best tip or advice. If you decide you do want to get this figure, wait until it comes out in your country, just in case it comes damaged in any way, and it will be much easier for you to get a replacement or a refund. With all that being said, mine did not come broken, but mine did come with a few very small minimal flaws that I'm not mad at. At the end of the day, this is not like, a $400 figure. It is pricey. You do expect it to at least overall be a good solid, 7, 8, or 9 or 10, right? But they're not going to be perfect. They're mass produced. There's going to be little problems here and there. And I'm going to just go ahead and go over what I think are small issues with mine, but they're not a deal breaker, and I'll give you my overall grade at the end. It's really cool because there's some glittery parts on it. Before I get into the defects, if you look at the top of her gloves, they're actually glittery, and I think that's a really beautiful touch. It gives it a little extra. But when you're looking at some of the finer details, like her Eternal article there, beautiful. Look at all the individual colors on the compact itself. There's no defects there. It's beautiful. I think her face is extraordinary. The eyes have so much life in it. Oh gosh, sorry. Excuse me. Remember when I said I was recovering from a cold? That just came out of nowhere. The stripes on her collar are painted very good. All these little small bits I don't have any issues with. If we're gonna start to get nitpicky, here we go. There's a little tiny, I don't know if that's a paint chip, underneath her bust there. We do have a paint dripping seam on her side, and a lot of people had issues with the clarity in her sleeves, and as you can see in mine definitely reflect what a lot of people were reporting versus the prototype images where it didn't look like that. So mine are the same way. There's even a little gray dot in one of mine. The base is nice. No scratches there at all. You guys, I'm really seeing minimal things. Like the sleeves, very common. That definitely happened to mine. Had those paint drips. Her wings look fine. I know some people had some problem with the seams in the wings, but honestly, as far as my opinion goes, I think they look fine. I don't see, and maybe mine are one of the better produced ones out there, but I don't see any issues at all involving her wings. She seems to be very secure, very secure. I wouldn't call her super fragile. You wouldn't want her to come tumbling down 10 feet by any means, but you can hold her, kind of do this, she's pretty darn sturdy, just like Super Sailor Moon was right here. And look at the size difference. On the bottom here, we do have the copyrights, marking it an officially licensed product. The Eternal Tiara itself, no defects. In fact, I love the clear parts. Look at the Ginzuisho at the top. Everything looks great. Honestly, I think this particular figure is better quality than my Super Sailor Moon one over here. I had more issues on her, I feel like, especially within her painting on her skirt, than this one. They're pretty similar as far as quality goes. That's just what to expect, I guess, with Bandai. I wish I could say more negative things about her, honestly, just because of how much I've been hearing, but I'm really happy with mine. I want to give mine a solid 8.5 out of 10. She's amazing. I don't regret getting her. I love her so much. Let me know what you guys think of her down there in the comments. Please be honest. All I ask is that you be kind, because we're are a community that we want to reflect kindness. We want to make sure everybody feels welcome. We don't want to alienate anybody. So even if you are absolutely upset and you have valid reasons to be upset about what happened to yours, just please state it in a kind way. She's getting me excited because this figure has a companion figure coming out in a couple of months. Oh my gosh, is it May? I'll throw down a post-production on the screen on when her companion figure comes out. We are getting a full size, and I say full size like I'm referring to not a chibi version of Sailor Cosmos that is to be displayed with Eternal Sailor Moon, and that one comes out soon. I will absolutely be doing an unboxing and a review on it on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Join the pack here on Ochibawolf Collection. We'd love to have you. But I don't know if there's anything else that I can mention about this figure other than I love her. 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I'll have some, B-roll on the screen showing you some more things. If you guys need any information, or if you want to pre-order her now that you've seen my review and you want to pre-order her, you can still pre-order her today for the international version, which I highly suggest you guys do, especially if you are worried about receiving a broken one or defects that, you may not be happy with and you would want to do an exchange, a return, or a refund. If you order from the international places, they will be able to hook you up and make sure you get the one that you deserve. I will have a Sailor Moon Fan Network blog post down there to all of the pre-order places that we personally trust. You don't have to use that, just use that as a guide. You should still be able to pre-order her because she has not come out yet internationally. In fact, I'll pop in a post-production when she's supposed to be out internationally. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you for always coming back to support my content, especially because I'm very late on doing an unboxing of this particular figure because I was sick. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming to watch this video, even though you may have already watched unboxings of other collectors. I appreciate you taking your time and watching a few minutes of this video as well and supporting my channel. You guys are the absolute best. 20,000 subscribers celebration giveaways are coming soon in January 2024. Make sure you're subbed so you can be a part of that celebration. But I think that's it. Kurt and I are gonna have fun tonight, so I better go up there and get ready to go get some fun. Love you guys so much. Stay happy, stay healthy, and yeah, I don't know what else I'm saying. Bye. Ooh, my ass is sweaty.